Hello beautiful souls and welcome to my channel. So I'm really excited because today we'll be doing another past life pick a card reading. I have I think two of those type of videos on my channel already. However, this is something I really love to do. I really vibe with, so that's the topic for today. You can always suggest things that you're interested in the comment section below so I can see if that's something I'm willing to do. However, let's focus on today's pick card reading. So there are four piles. There aren't a lot of cards in the piles because I will mostly channel. You have an automatic writing message as well, but I'll be also pulling tarot cards from this deck. I had a hairband, so don't worry about these. So what else? I think that's it. So now make sure to pause the video, meditate on the cards, and pick your pile, and be very careful. So a little disclaimer, because this is a general pick a card reading, I'll be trying to be, as detailed as possible. I always say that. However, you may resonate with some things and with some you may not. So keep an open mind when I'm doing these. And obviously, if you don't resonate, maybe I'm not the reader for you. There are a lot of tarot readers out there, so yeah. So these are all the disclaimers. Now let's begin. Pile 1, 2, 3, or 4. Make your decision. Pick your pile and let's start. Hello, pile 1. Welcome to your reading. Let me prepare you for my little coffee breaks, so you just be aware of that. But yeah, let's focus on your reading now. I'll be looking first. I'll be reading your automatic writing message, then I'll be looking at the cards, and then I'll try to channel, then we'll be pulling tarot. That's how we're gonna roll. So, you have witchy energy, elemental magic, and rituals. These, obviously, to me, I picture you really in a very like witchy type of house, in the past, in human history, and I also saw you with. I saw you as a female, and I saw you with other females as well that were witches, and you did rituals or magic or spells using water, fire, earth, air, like the elements were really big, so you might be drawn to somehow using the elements to manifest in this lifetime. You also have the Hierophant archetype, which means, to me personally, and how I channeled it for your specific situation here, for your past life, it means bringing the knowledge of spirit and the sky onto the earthly plane of existence. So I wrote it down just to make sure I don't forget. You may be really someone who has a way of sharing knowledge with the unawakened ones, with people who are not aware of, the vastness of consciousness and dimensions. So you can really channel information and kind of teach them. Like, you may have a very ordinary talk with someone, and you kind of go in a space where you start speaking and people are listening to you and they're understanding because you have a good way of explaining things. You may not feel like it, but people truly really understand what you're saying, and it kind of triggers sparks of recognizing pieces of themselves through you, through your speech. So you really have this gift that's passed down on you from past lives. You also have a lucky charm that would be the rituals, because I saw you maybe in a past life you wore rituals or something, but I really think that the rituals are lucky because the color red connects to the root chakra, and the shoes are the feet. So you might be an earth sign, by the way, but it's very important for you in this life to be rooted in your body, to kind of be present in your body in this current lifetime, because as I told you, I see you going in other places through your imagination, through your visions, thoughts, and like the red shoes, if you have that as a lucky charm or you carry it in your back or something, it will keep you grounded. Because I'm hearing that you have an access to the other side, so talking to spirits who were incarnated on earth, so basically that's mediumship. Yeah, wow, now I realize, before reading this sentence, I was explaining the rituals, but now I see lots of incarnations on Earth. So yeah, you're really connected with the planet. And deep connection to this world. Yeah, you're very connected with our past, even our future. Just Earth is very special for you, and you are doing lots of work to help it evolve and grow. Um, so now let's look at these cards, and then I'll try to channel messages, then we'll be pulling tarot. This is King Solomon, and we have priorities, and then we have unconditional love. This is, I think that's the woman who Jesus loved as a partner, but I don't recall her name, so sorry. Okay. Okay, so you you probably in a past life, you're a creator, you're a builder. You can build from the ground, and I see many of you being great with doing garden work, arranging flowers, all of that stuff around the garden. But also I'm seeing you like building houses, building homes. You may even feel drawn to invest in such type of charity. So if that's your thing, make sure to do it, because that's really good. But this life, you have prioritized on unconditional love. I see that many of you may have struggled in the past with loving the masses, like people who are very close-minded, maybe very stagnant, unaware, unawakened, and you're learning to love them, because your love has healing properties, so you can really help this part of the collective of humanity shift. You're really here to connect with this part of humanity, so you may encounter a lot of friendships, connections with people who are not so spiritual, not so out there, not so into these things, but you're supposed to work with these people, so really honor that, cherish it. Let's try to dive into a past life. You carry no religion within you. I see that in many lifetimes you were never the one to follow religions, because you really you try to follow and connect to God. Wow, you guys. So I'm picking up on an energy that Some of you could be star seeds, but most of you won't resonate necessarily with that. And if you do, I really feel like you're not the typical star seed, because you don't have you don't have this sense of not belonging here, or longing for home outside of our solar system, feeling alienated and all of this. You kind of blend in, and you kind of feel connected to this planet, to this world, to our history. And that's because you've had so many lifetimes on Earth. You got so invested that you really you're very karmically disconnected from your starseed past lives. Like, this version of you here and now is really focusing on working through earthly karma. You're just mastering this planet. So you're a very old and knowledgeable soul when it comes to Earth. So you know a lot of Earth's history, and what really happened behind the scenes. You carry this knowledge. That's why you're the Hierophant. Excuse me. You're the Hierophant, because the Hierophant is spiritual, but unlike the High Priestess, he is very grounded, connected to Earth. Meanwhile, the High Priestess, she is galactic. She is like psychic on that level. But I see you deciding your soul wanted to really immerse itself in the earthly plane. So I'm sensing, I don't know why, but someone here has karma in their household. You would be a great psychologist or therapist, or helping people who, need mental support and guidance, and you could also be like a great life coach or something. But because I'm sensing that you've been through family karma and family what is the word I'm looking for, disturbance, is that it? No, I don't think so. Just, let's say, problems when it comes to the connections between family members. You can really work with that. You can really shift this. And also, I'm seeing how you have this witchy, maybe aesthetic about you. Like, when people look at you, they get that vibe from you, this witchy vibe. You may be drawn to these things, but I'm definitely seeing how you're someone who would read the books, do their studying when it comes to learning higher knowledge. This is because you've been in past lives. Wow, you know what I'm getting? In past lives, I don't see you being way too spiritual, embodying like, the spiritual leader type of figure. I actually see you as a support character for very like people who we recognize, such as Jesus or other ascended masters. You've been supporting their journey in your past lives, or you've been in a leading position, but not in a spiritual way. So in many past lives, I see you being unawakened. By the way, this is one of your recent lifetimes, this one where you actually awaken. So I wouldn't be surprised if in next lifetime, or even in this one, it will take longer than other, for example, starseeds, to awaken to your starseed roots. Okay, so you may see them like, oh, I woke up when I was 18 or something. You may find yourself waking up to certain things later, because in many past lifetimes you have taken a role to lead society, help humanity, but in a very earthly way. And now for the first time, you kind of have a window to take care of yourself, you know, wake up, do more spiritual work, um because there was like your soul really was affected by the veil of forgetfulness. So finally, your spirit is speaking through, is looking, you know, peeking through the veil. So in this lifetime, although you'll be helping the collective consciousness evolve through, you know, having friendships with people who are unawakened. So you help them with, you know, everything I was talking about your speech, how you can channel esoteric information and amazing advices that have spiritual roots without you knowing that. So you're a philosopher without studying philosophy, you know what I mean? So that's that, but because you're not going to be in the leading position, for example, of a king, queen, or having a huge responsibility to take care of someone else who would do the big work, however you were, you know, supporting them throughout their journey. So now you're not focusing on anyone else, you'll be focusing on you. And it's almost like the work that you do, it will happen simultaneously, it will happen naturally. However, this lifetime the focus should be on you and your spiritual growth and evolution, and even awakening to your starseed roots, because this is the soul star chakra. I recently learned about it. I always called it the eighth chakra. I knew it existed, but I didn't know its exact name. So looking at your soul star chakra, I'm really sensing how you'll be opening these higher chakras. In many lifetimes, you've been mastering your lower chakras. This is your comfort zone. So now you're entering other templates of your consciousness. So you may open up to specific psychic gifts and get a bit startled when you start seeing things or hearing things, because it's very new. Your soul has almost forgotten. You know, I'm really sensing that you got very highly affected. You were very highly affected by the veil of forgetfulness. So this lifetime is very important. Okay, now let's look. Do I want to use this one? Yeah, okay, let's use this deck. And let's see what other energies are coming through. Alice, I'm hearing Alice. So I don't know if this is about Alice in Wonderland, like the movie might be significant, or that's your name, or maybe the letter A is significant. Maybe it's your first, last, middle name. I don't know. But I channeled Alice, so this might resonate with someone. I was just making sure the camera is still filming. Some of you have had incarnations as a wolf, is what I'm getting, or you're very connected to wolves, because I'm picking up on you having almost like a psychic smell, like a psychic sense of smelling stuff. So you may smell spirit, like you may pick up on you know, people who have passed on, obviously, on their perfumes or their favorite smells, something like that. But you have a strong connection to wolves. Okay, what about past lives? Wow, yeah. Okay. Your soul, so you fell under the veil of forgetfulness. We all did, but for you it took longer to wake up. But that's fine, because your soul had the chance to experience such depth, like such depth when it comes to emotion. Yes. Your soul learned a lot about emotion. You came here really to experience deep love, like deep passion, deep anger, deep sadness, all of that. You came here for this. Wow, this is beautiful. And obviously because you have the witchy energy going on, and we have a black cat here, definitely black cat would be another spirit animal of yours. So, you know, apply this to your situation now. I had a bit of coffee. You learn so much throughout your incarnation, so I don't want you to feel like you're not as good as someone else or something, that you woke up later. I don't want you to feel that, because you have gained so much wisdom and knowledge. Now you know how to navigate this world. So actually many of you could be like, when you master yourself and you master your higher chakras, you could become a leader for the star seeds, help them navigate the earthly plane. You will adjust to the new, more galactic lifestyle that's really happening on Earth, and they can adjust to connecting with this planet, so you can help star seeds as well. Wow, you guys, you can work with unawakened people, or people who are so galactic and so disconnected that they have developed some mental like problems, like disorders and stuff, because they're so disconnected from the earth. You can help both of these groups to ground themselves, to connect to the earth. And you can also, obviously, those who are way too grounded and they only know earth, you can help them elevate their consciousness, because you're doing the same, so you will teach them through your personal experience. So this is beautiful. Wow, you guys, you're very powerful. So these past lives, wow, I didn't expect that type of information, honestly, but I'm really happy, because I'm not like going into envisioning your past lives in a detailed way. However, I'm really channeling amazing stuff here for you. Okay, you may be born in the fall, or you like the season the most. Yeah, wow. But I definitely see you've been through a lot of struggles throughout your past lives. And even in this one, in this lifetime, you may experience a connection so deep that it will teach you about unconditional love. You may have gone into awakening through a twin flame connection or soulmate connection, or the loss of a parent is what I'm getting as well. But grief, sadness, like your depth, and almost the depth of your shadow, the void that you feel when you were almost sinking into your shadow self, pushed you into awakening. Wow, you guys, you had a very dramatic awakening, and you're working towards achieving a state of unconditional love for the world. Like, you love yourself, you love your parents, you love people. You love people, no matter who they are, how they treated you. You love them because you see them, you see this part of them, their spirit, their highest version. You don't see this human who was unawakened, because you know what it's like to be in their shoes, the red shoes. Wow, yes, the red shoes, because you walked throughout your lifetimes, you kind of tapped into a lot of different archetypes. With this geometric figure, it's like you tapped into different consciousnesses, different archetypes. So in this lifetime, you can relate to a lot of different people, like people who suffered abuse, people who were very rich because at one time you were a king or a queen, people who were very poor because in a lifetime you were poor, you were in the background, you were the supporting character. So you really have, wow, you really mastered, oh my god, you're a master soul, you guys, and you're so, for most of you, you're so willingly accepted the veil of forgetfulness. It wanted to create this depth, because if you awakened in your past lifetimes, you wouldn't have had these abilities now. So this is amazing. It's like you've been preparing yourself for this lifetime now, throughout the past. You've spent a lot of time on earth. Really use this wisdom. So that's what I'm getting for you. I hope you resonated and you enjoyed it. If you did, please make sure to comment in the section below so we can connect, and like this video and subscribe to me if you like my style of reading, if you resonate with the messages. Another thing that I want to mention is to check out my Instagram in the description below, in the description box, along with my wish list with tarot decks, so I can provide you with even more interesting pick card readings. And also I have a PayPal where you can support me if you feel like it, if you're feeling generous, because I want to kind of develop this channel, so we'll see where I'm going with it. And yeah, I think that's it for you guys. So wow, it was very interesting and very insightful, and I didn't expect this at all. So I'm really happy I got to spend time with you through this video. So I'm so grateful. Bye. See you next time. Hello beautiful souls, welcome to your reading, welcome pile number 2. So just a small disclaimer, I'm drinking coffee, so if you like catch me, making weird sounds or something, it's me having my coffee. Okay, so let's look at your automatic messages. We have priesthood, past life in England in 20th, do I pronounce this correct? Century, yeah, 20th century. I'm not sure how to pronounce it, so bear with me. We also have fascination for numbers, 3 to 4 incarnations on earth. So you haven't been here a lot of times. During Lemuria, okay, you've been here during Lemuria, you've been practicing moon magic, so no wonder we have the priesthood. You give the high priestess vibes. That's what I'm getting from you. Connection to water. And someone here was a midwife. So in a past life, or you know what I saw? Actually, I saw you in Lemuria, because I didn't see you like in a very human life or environment as we know it from our past. I saw you in a more evolved spiritually community where you were helping with pregnant woman giving birth. So you were helping with the birth of a child, which is amazing. You have a strong, very powerful feminine energy mixed with domination. Okay, so let's look at your cards. We have crystals. Wow, if this doesn't scream Lemuria or Atlantis, or like these eras on earth when people were all awakened, I don't know what, but this card, it's so beautiful. Okay, we have a healer. Yeah, definitely you were some sort of healer back in that time, in that era. So in this present lifetime, you may feel the special connection to crystals, but also to, look at that, we have a unicorn. Wow. Give me some time. I need to channel these. These are very important and connected. I feel like this is your third or fourth incarnation. So we have Lemuria once. You lived quite a long time, is what I'm getting. you may want to charge, you may want to buy yourself a moonstone and charge it under, like place it under the moonlight to charge it. You can do healing through crystals, which you also channel healing energies in general. So even in England, I'm seeing you doing some type of being some type of a medicine, helping people heal, channeling, like maybe energy healing back then when it wasn't probably a very popular thing. Oh wow. Okay, you have crystal vision, so you feel like a crystal child, by the way. You may resonate with that the most, but also you have clear vision is what I'm getting. So you might be very clairvoyant, and you may actually be able to see your past lives. Clairaudient and clair sentient is what I'm getting. So maybe you can pick up on what people feel in their bodies through, like you can sense the same thing in your body. So you know how to heal them. And you can, because with this unicorn, with this, like, what am I supposed to call this? Not sure. With this thing, it's almost like the unicorn can focus energy on one specific area, and you can do the same with your hands. You were born, wow, I'm hearing you were born with your third eye opened, and you saw, when you were a kid, you had imaginary friends because you used to see your spirit guides. But of course, they were taking forms that you would recognize, that wouldn't frighten you when you were a kid. So you may have seen your favorite characters as a spirit guide, or your favorite animals. All of that is coming through. And we have some fascination for numbers. So you have a nice way of mixing almost like spirituality with science. You can see how the basis of science comes from spirituality, and spirituality can be, like, spiritual things can be actually proved with science, like with an actual scientific explanation. For example, metaphysics, or experiments that prove that there is something going on energetically. I think that many of you are passionate about this. You're passionate about showing the world, proving the world that this is real. So in this lifetime, I really see you like practicing healing, healing methods on people, and working, using this as a career. And I can't believe I pulled out this card. This is the Queen of Wands, and what did I tell you? We have a strong feminine energy with dominance. So that's typical Queen of Wands. She embraced her femininity, her sexuality, but she is also dominant. She is a fire energy, which is masculine energy. So she is really using both, and she's a creator. Wow. And you guys, this thing on the head of the unicorn, and she's holding a wand because she's the Queen of Wands. So this is very, very interesting, because it's like you have this power to channel energy. She really is channeling. She's called in this deck the Creator. Look at that, we have the moon and the sun. I'm hearing the Dark Ages. So the Dark Ages are, from what I know, the times when people were very asleep, highly asleep. You may have incarnated as a scientist. As a scientist, someone who was studying maybe metaphysics, or a mathematician with the fascination for numbers. There is something here, some pull, some fascination about mathematics, numbers, specific science. But in Lemuria, you're also, you're a leader of a tribe or a group. You're highly regarded. I see people respecting you, people asking you for advice. You're very spiritually knowledgeable. Okay, this one. Four of Wands. Wow. This will sound a little bit crazy, but you may have invented flying machines. So, I don't know if you reincarnated as, I don't know, like Da Vinci or something, because he had, blueprints for a flying machine. I think that he even like created one that was working. So there is something here about invention, creation. Look, oh my god, I can't believe this. We're talking about creation and we have the magician. I knew it when I was looking at her holding this wand. I was like, there's something magical initiating about this group. So you may initiate people, you know how with Reiki, people kind of get initiated to be Reiki healers. They need to go through their healing, a specific process of initiation. So you might have been doing that in the past. I'm seeing, wow, when you were a midwife in Lemuria, you were also almost like a high priestess, right? So you called upon spirit to channel the children's names, or to connect with their soul. And you were like, there were maybe specific tribes or groups of souls or something, and you could channel when at the very birth of the child you could connect with their soul, or you initiated the child into their psychic powers, their soul, something like that, which is very, very, weird. We have moon magic, so you maybe initiated a connection to the moon with the child or something like this. But you have all the tools to manifest, you guys. You're so awakened. Like, you are so soulful and aware of yourself that you have so much control, and not control, but like connection to your spirit, that it's easy for you to manifest, to heal yourself, to channel energies. This is beautiful. Son of Wands. Yeah, okay, so you can really enjoy your lifetime, because you're the type of person who, if you practice law of attraction, immediately you will change your life. Immediately, you guys. But I see a bit, maybe you have like some issues going on with love, because you're so balanced out. It's almost like you don't need anyone, and you kind of convince yourself, but at the same time you will enjoy a connection. But it's hard, because the more you evolve, the harder it gets to find someone who is willing to work to get on that same level, we have the Ace of Swords. Very psychic. What did I say? Connection to your spirit. Very connected to your spirit. Ace of Swords is the the crown chakra, and the higher chakras in general. Eight of Swords is air. It's the skies. So, I mean, your crown chakra is so open, you can really channel your higher self. Wow. We have 9 of Cups and we have good luck. So you are lucky because you manifest from a space of connectivity. You are connected to spirit. So spirit really listens to your prayers, to what you need. And I'm checking if the camera is still filming. Yeah, okay, we are still rolling. So you guys, I don't think you need me. I don't think you need a reading for your past lives, to be honest. I want to encourage you to tap into your past lives on your own, because they will open up just like that immediately. You have a clear vision, you have clear sentience. You're very, 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 very psychic, very psychic. And a great manifester, a great, great magician. And I just want to mention for someone out there, you will heal this trauma around your body. Okay? You will heal that. So, chill. It's gonna be alright. It's gonna be great, actually. I'm just seeing you gaining a lot of confidence. You will gain a lot of confidence about your powers, your what you see with people. You may see their chakras or stuff like that. You will gain a lot of confidence around your spiritual abilities, and you will fall back into your high priestess energy, high priestess position. You're moving back into your high priestess position. That's it for you guys. I hope you resonated. If you did, please like the video and subscribe to my channel. And I would love to hear from you in the comment section below. So another thing that I want to mention is to check out my description box, where I have my Instagram account linked. I post interesting things there, so make sure to follow me. And if you're feeling generous, you can check out my wishlist with tarot decks, which I will obviously bring for our pick card readings, and my PayPal account. So I think that's all. I truly hope you resonated, but I just want to tell you that you don't need me as a reader or something, because I see so much power in you. You can literally sit, meditate for 5 minutes, and you will start getting visions. You're that connected, my beautiful loves. So that was it. Hope I will see you in another of my videos. So bye for now. Okay, next we have Bio 3. Welcome to your reading. Let's start exploring your galactic origins. Why did I say that? Oh my god. Your past lives is what I meant. Oh my god, you have galactic origins. Hello, star seeds, welcome. Look, so we have Egypt, the sun father. So this is, I think, the god Ra, the god of the sun. The sun father is protecting you. You had past lives in Egypt. You have a spirit animal that's a spider. For you as an archetype, almost like personality trait, I channeled the dreamy artist, so you might be very artistic. We have 450 BC, so you were here around that time, but I don't know where exactly. I'm not sure if that's Egypt or not, because I suck at history when it comes to the timeline. Like, I know the events and things about the cultures and all of that and things that happen, but I suck when it comes to the Hey guys, I'm really sorry, but my camera cut off, so I will continue the reading from where I stopped when I realized the camera stopped filming. So I will re-explain all the messages I got. I think at last I was talking about how I suck at history and the timelines. So yeah, I was talking about how you were probably around the time of 450 BC. So then we have you can access secret knowledge through meditation, and you were enslaved or punished for something that you did in Egypt. So I had a vision when I was channeling the automatic writing message. I had a vision of you being hit with a stake on the back of your knees, and then you fell onto your knees. So I really feel like you did something. Maybe you stole something. Maybe you stole books or knowledge or jewelry. These are the things that I'm really, really picking up on. And you were punished for that because it was forbidden. For others, throughout the reading, I came to the conclusion that many of you may have had also a secret love affair back in that time in Egypt in your past life, and you and this soulmate of yours, you had like a forbidden love. You may have been punished for that, but in this lifetime you'll be reuniting with the soulmate. She or he might be an air sign, very likely, or fired, or air and fire, like very dominant in their natal chart. But I definitely see you reuniting with this soulmate. So when you talk to them, you may realize that you both resonate with a similar story from a past life in Egypt. So the rest of the messages, I will not re-explain each card. However, you carry you have a connection to Orion. That's something I heard while I wasn't recording. So you have a connection to Orion and Sirius, but mostly Orion, and you have some karma from there, and that's why you were reincarnated as a slave in Egypt, because you were enslaving beings. When you were incarnated on Orion, you had this, you were in that position, so you kind of had to repay the karma, you know? It's the law of the universe. So what else? Yeah, it's funny because when I was channeling your starseed origins from Orion and Sirius, then this karma came out, and I was like, wow, mind blown, because the dolphins, the whales, the ocean beings are very connected to Sirius, but especially dolphins and whales. So that was like confirmation. I was really convinced that you have past lives there. So yeah, another message is that you haven't mastered really how to attract abundance into your life. So this earthly plane feels hard when it comes to attracting abundance, safety, security is what I'm getting. So in this lifetime, you may have started off as maybe you come from a poor family, or you start off from a very low rank, very low position in your career, and you climb up the ladder slowly but surely. But I definitely see that you may have very heavy placements in lessons in your 7th house in your natal chart, which is about long-term relationships. So I see that when around the time when you meet the soulmate from the Egypt past life, you will feel this shift in your life. And then I pulled out the Ace of Wands, which confirmed it for me. You will have like a shift in your life around money, abundance. You will start feeling a huge positive change. Also, you are guided by several beings, several guides from different star systems, and that's beautiful because you're really mastering all the chakras, balancing out the chakras. You're mastering I don't want to say only the higher chakras, because I see how like this balances in your root chakra and solar plexus caused the crown chakra to close a little bit. So you're regaining, by the way, now I'm getting this, that's a new thing. You're regaining your vitality, your life force. So you have a spiritual not awakening, actually a kundalini awakening when you are intimate with the soulmate of yours. I'm really seeing them igniting the fire inside of you. So you may have a purpose awakening around the time you meet them. They will really activate a lot of things in you because they're serving you as a teacher, and you will teach them other things as well. But there is definitely karma around, karmic debts around from past lives that were not on Earth. So you carry karma from Orion, so you kind of may feel like, I don't know, the world is slightly against you, or you may feel lots of shadowy aspects within you. You may really connect with them, but I just want to tell you that you have a lot of light. And also another thing that I'm picking up on is that this soulmate of yours, they are connected to the sun, and look at that, the sun father is protecting you. That's a channeled message that I got previously when I did the reading before my camera stopped. So that's important. Your soulmate from Egypt, they have been protecting you and watching over you in spirit for many for all of your incarnations on Earth. I'm hearing soul-bound. Whoa. Okay, so you may be bound together, but most importantly is that they really tried to support you in spirit, but in this lifetime they reincarnated along with you because you're meant to have a union. So you may resonate with twin flames. You may have awakened through a twin flame connection or something like this. Another thing that I'm getting for you is that you would be very connected with Hindu goddesses and gods or Buddhism, because I'm really feeling like you had most of your incarnations on that part of the globe, on this continent, around these countries. So East Asia was where you went a lot of times during your incarnations, and in this lifetime you are really meant to master the law of attraction, to magnetize things to you, to attract things to you. You would benefit from listening to music. I'm hearing Shaktipat, so I kind of know what this is, but I won't elaborate on it because I don't have like the full-blown description of this. But I think it's a spiritual practice about, working through energy and stuff like that. You would benefit greatly from Shaktipa, so Google that. But I'm seeing this like twin flame kundalini awakening with you, because you've been preparing for this union is what I'm getting. You've been preparing by working on your sacral chakra is what I'm hearing. So you've been working on accepting your body and sexuality in order for this person to come in. What else? I'm trying to see if I'm missing something. You have a lot of fire energy, you guys. You would benefit from doing candle magic or using the fire element to manifest. You would benefit from that. Also, your hands might be extremely warm. And if they are not, you have blocked chakras here. But I'm sensing that your hands may be extremely warm, and if that's the case, you can do energy healing like Reiki, things of that sort. also another thing that I'm getting. Oh wow, you have a connection to the reptilian race as well. That's what I'm getting from this card, especially to the reptilian race. But that's not a negative thing, to be honest. You can access the lower subconscious of the collective, the animalistic instincts and all of the fears and all of that. You can transmute this energy. You're here to transmute a lot of shadow. So you have faced during your past lives a lot of shadow, and you have connection to your shadow, like very close connection to your shadow, but you're here to transmute this energy, and with love and through the soulmate, that will kind of show you the good in life. You will gain a fresh new perspective, and you'll be able to, you will use Kundalini, you will use the snake animal archetype, you are going to use also fire to transmute the shadow, to enlighten the shadow. Wow, I'm hearing that these are new things. You're here to enlighten your shadow. So if you have a twin flame, they will mirror your shadow before you get into union, and that's how they will shift your life in a positive direction, because you will begin a huge enormous healing energy will be poured into you. I think that this is all I have for you guys. I really don't get anything else, so you may want to check out Orion energies. I feel like I want to tune into that. Give me a second. Yeah, you have very, very distant, but you still have it. Reptilian beings messing up with your DNA in the Orion system. So not on Earth, in the Orion system. They were kind of like, doing stuff, experiments with your DNA. So you still carry this. So there's a disconnection with the body, or a body part, body area, or you may have, like, I don't know, a birthmark or something with your body that is like an evidence of this DNA alteration that you've undergone in a past life at Orion. But you brought this. You have a lot of karma from Orion and Sirius. Maybe a battle between the two races or something. But you carry a lot of karma from these two star systems, and you're kind of merging them, transmuting them. It's almost like you're bringing light to the shadowy aspect of star systems. So don't be afraid. Okay, don't be afraid of your shadow, but remember, you are light. You are a light worker, but you're also a shadow worker. I'm really sensing this balance, okay? And your soul is striving to reach neutrality almost. Like, you're not light, you're not shadow. You are neutral. This is what your soul feels most peaceful at. That's the state at which your soul feels most accomplished and most like lesson learned, done, checking off this of the list. Like, that's when your soul feels good. When you balance things, when you feel this neutrality, because too much light can get kind of boring for you, but too much darkness can really make you dissociate from your conscious self, and you go so much in the subconscious that you lose pieces of yourself. So your soul is really, really balancing those two. So that's what I'm getting for you. I hope you resonated. If not, check out other piles or other pick card videos of mine, and I really hope I'll see you in another video of mine. Another disclaimer is that I would love to connect with you in the comment section below, so make sure to comment, like the video, and subscribe to me if you resonate with me, if you want to support me and my channel and my work. Another way to support me is checking out my Instagram and my tarot wish list, where if you're feeling generous with your gift, I could bring even more interesting imagery in the pick a card readings and more interesting messages. I also have a donation link, so if you feel like open to do that, I'm absolutely welcoming this energy from you. So that's it, beautiful pile 3. You are kind of low-key heavy, but you will work through this. I really see that you will work through this. So I loved it. Your reading was beautiful, and I will see you next time. Bye. Hello, pile 3. Nope, pile 4. I'm so sorry. Hello, I'm so excited for your reading because I still remember your automatic channeling messages. So I am really excited. Automatic writing, I meant. Okay, so we'll be looking at that. You also got most oracle cards, which is meaningful. I am expecting a very interesting reading here. So you were a mediator between 2 planets. You have a special connection to a specific archangel. So I'm getting Archangel Michael or Metatron. 511 is a significant number. It could be a birthday, but you know what I'm getting? It was a code. Because you were on a ship, and I'm gonna talk about this. It was a code that you carried on your wrist, like on a specific bracelet, and you had a code on it, so that was your code. You have an aspect of you living on a ship that's pretty much exploring the cosmos, and you gather information. So you like to time travel to see potential timelines. Okay, let me explain about that. So I envisioned a being with silvery skin, humanoid, on a ship, and this ship has visited Earth. It's kind of like a donut shaped. Has visited Earth, but they didn't stay. They're a group of beings. Their gender is unknown, and they're not the grace, and even if they are, it's very like light, high vibrational type of energy. They are explorers, scientists, spiritualists. They are very mixed. They are by gender, so they hold both energies and both genders within them. Their bodies kind of sparkle, their skin is silvery and sparkly, and they have a highly evolved technology on the ship. I'm not seeing a particular planet, but they time travel a lot, so they use wormholes, they travel a lot through teleportation and all of that. So you have visited past Earth, you know, like Egypt, Lemuria, Atlantis, Mesopotamia, all past eras on Earth. You've been visiting our future, you're visiting the present, but you stay away, you stay out of the drama. This aspect of you stays out of the drama. So although it's weird because you may feel connection or being drawn to a lot of like ancient things, but also futuristic things, but also you feel disconnected from Earth, but also you feel drawn to it. And it's very funny because you've been investigating a lot of planets, a lot of potential timelines. You keep records on these computers, you keep records of history, the past, the future, all of that, of a lot of planets. So you may feel connections to many star systems, many star races, and I don't know where exactly you're coming from. And it's very funny because your kind, wow, this is crazy, you guys, but your kind, you might be a Gemini or something, but there's this, I picked up on this Gemini twin-ish vibes from your kind, from this race. I'm seeing you having, it's not even a past life, because this version of you exists now. I mean, all past lives exist simultaneously, because time is is not linear. However, this one is like very how do I say, real. And I don't want to like sound very weird to you or weird you out, but this aspect of you feels more real than you feel to me. Like when I'm trying to distinguish the energies, you're like a projection. They're exploring a timeline, a specific point of in time and space through you. So you're really this projection of this very evolved being that I don't think they're from our universe. Not universe, but galaxy, I meant to say. I don't think they're from our galaxy. They're not from the Milky Way whatsoever. They might be Andromedan or have connections to Andromeda, but they feel, yeah, like from another universe. Actually, they don't resonate with any of the star races we know. And they have this thing where they clone their consciousness, almost like copy paste. They can multiplicate their consciousness. They almost like create a twin, and it's a way for them to keep information safe, because they are a bit of gypsies. They run away because they have so much knowledge. I'm hearing keepers of time, guardians of time. They really have so much knowledge about the future, about anything. So they time travel faster than any race we know. Orions, Lyrans, Pleiadians, whatever you name it, they time travel much faster. They can't be caught. So I mean, they're very, very highly evolved. They don't have a gender. They probably communicate telepathically, but I see them like they have the ability to experience emotions, although it's very different. So you might be on the autistic spectrum somehow, some way, because you don't experience emotions as the usual human being does. And I mean, it would be very hard for them to project a consciousness that would, like blend with humanity. So you definitely feel different, starseed-ish, but you wonder, where is this coming from? Which race do I resonate with most? I'm confused. There could be a lot of confusion because you really haven't had a lot of past lives. Excuse me. Oh my God, past lifetimes on Earth. It's more of this being projecting their consciousness in different points of time and space to, like, kind of gather information. That's their priority. They love learning, exploring, finding out about new things, but they keep this information secret, because if someone accesses this information, wow, it would be crazy. And another thing that I'm getting is that our secret societies who work with aliens and star races, who, good or bad, whatever, not many of them know about this race. And you would be thinking, yeah, they don't know and you know. Listen, I'm a small channel here. I don't have a lot of people watching these videos, so it's safer for me to get this type of information than, like a huge big channeler that we all know about. So, because these beings, they almost like hide. You know what I'm seeing? I'm seeing you being a kid, and this almost like light, like a speck of light, like flashlight almost in your room. Very, very slight image of the face or outlined figure, but it disappears very quickly. I feel like you've seen them in a dream or in your room when you were a kid, but they're hiding, they're running, they don't like to show themselves, they don't connect, they don't like to establish karma with races, so they don't stay too long at a specific place, but they can project their consciousness. And even when they do that, the person, their projection, so you, and what I'm saying doesn't mean that you're not real. You're very real, but this higher aspect of you is even more real than you. So their projections, their pieces of consciousness that they send places, these people or these beings, they don't feel like they want to have families, kids, or they struggle with family connections, friends, bonding, because they don't want karma. They're purely there to observe. So you're almost like hidden. They really hide it, so you're very highly protected. I just want to tell you that. So energies cannot reach you. They cannot stalk you like beings, beings cannot stalk you or interact with you a lot. So you may find it harder even to connect to spirit guides, because you are so very hidden from all beings that establish some bondage with races and timelines and all of that. You are meant to be completely free, simply for gathering information here. That's why you're here. So you may experience a deep connection to the Akashic records, because you know what I'm hearing, they are, I don't want to say the creators of the Akashic records, because to me the Akashic records manifested naturally, but they are keepers. They know a lot, you guys. So they create these energetic clones, and it's almost like they different information, they take it away and they send it on specific planets or something to keep it safe. Or as I saw, they create a cloning, almost an energetic cloning that has this information. So if something happens to them, they kind of keep on living through this cloning. So in their physical body, they have mastered keeping their physical bodies alive forever, but they do that. They live on forever, both in physicality and spirit, through creating clonings at a specific, I'm hearing 300 sun years, so earth years. Okay, let's look at the cards. I'm sorry for the long rant, but I knew that this group would be very, very extremely interesting and special, and I couldn't stop channeling. So you have purplish colors, focused intention, health and healing. Yes, oh my god. Oh my god. Saint Germain. I can't believe this. I can't believe this. To me, these two represent Archangel Raphael and Archangel Metatron. But these two together, look at the geometry, the sacred geometry here. Keepers of time, Saint Germain. Oh my god, you are exactly like Saint Germain. Saint Germain, he knew how to keep his body young, youthful. He was an alchemist. He was so futuristic. He was such a soul from the future. Focused intention. Yes, you have a focused intention. So you can heal yourself. You can definitely heal yourself. You can heal other people as well. You have so much knowledge, you guys. Like, you can access it. But it's almost like you need to gain a specific idea of boundaries and whether or not you're supposed to share this knowledge with people. So you won't access it until you know that I'm not supposed to share this, I can share that. Because the information that this being that you holds is so very important that they wouldn't just let someone channel it, okay? And I'm not channeling this information that they have. So, but you have healing abilities. They come all natural, and this focused attention is about gathering information and knowledge. Let me channel more things. You could be a Sagittarius rising, moon. I'm also getting Virgo. The beings that you would resonate mostly with are Arcturians, and I'm juggling between Syrian or Pleiadian, but Arcturians are strongly kicking in, because that's the type of energy. Arcturians are closest to getting on the level of these beings. They're like almost like walking on that timeline. They're creating this timeline, and they also connect with this multidimensionality, you know, existing in a lot of timelines simultaneously. They really understand metaphysics and all of that. So the consciousness you would most resonate with are Arcturians or Pleiadians. But Pleiadians, they're way too invested in humanity, because they really feel like the closest potential we can reach. So Pleiadians wouldn't resonate with most of you, but for a very few of you. Wow. As a kid, you could have had the ability to see auras, or someone might have told you, a psychic. I'm hearing a psychic telling you you're a glowing child. I don't know why I heard that, but there is a glow about you. You're so out of this planet, you guys. And I don't mean to say this to, you know, stimulate your ego, to feed your ego. So that's not the reason why I'm really picking up on this vibe from you. This is the rainbow crystal children pile. Absolutely, because you feel like you're so out there, so out of here. The Chariot. Wow. I love it. Look at that. I love it because we have a spaceship, we have someone using electricity, channeling energy, all of that. You are probably very passionate about the future version of Earth, though, because you've seen it, you guys. You've seen it. You probably have an incarnation already in our future, so you know that we are using free electricity. We're not abusing the planet's environment, so you know that. Anti-gravitation technology, you might be interested in that. I'm seeing someone very interested to investigate in races, technologies. I'm seeing just someone really connected to technology. But you also like nature, so it's not like you're completely dependent, obsessed with it, but you like nature, but you have this natural sense of understanding technology. So you would do great in specializing IT, AI as well, because I see how you can bring a more positive direction when it comes to AI, when it comes to, you know, the development of our technology. You can kind of redirect it in a positive timeline. Okay. Wow. I mean, look at that. Aquarius, the Hanged Man. Uniqueness. Yes, you're so unique. You understand the Ace of Aquarius on a very differently. It's not the typical, let's buy a tarot deck, let's buy a couple of crystals, meditate all day and be zen. That's not your understanding of the Age of Aquarius. You see beyond the potentials that many humans, awakened spiritualists, have accessed. And if you haven't yet, you definitely will. And we have the rainbow twice. Your chakras are so balanced, you guys. Like, you may have a great immune system because your chakras are aligned completely. You know what you're working on. You're not working on the seven chakras. You're working with 8, 9 chakras. You're working with chakras around your head, in your palms. You're working with the technology of your body. You really came to learn about how the human body is a technology, how a human can use their light body, their physical body even, how they can transform it. And this data, this information is going straight up to this being I described. That's you. You may see energy around people, or you may see, it's almost like when you meet someone, you start getting visuals about them, you start getting information immediately. You can hear their subconscious, is what I'm getting, overlapping their words or something. You're very, very, very highly evolved. So wow, you guys, there's so much air, and even like the only earth energy here is in the air, and then we have water energy with Cancer, the Chariot, air again. So there is so much like mental activity. You are very, very mentally polarized as a soul. You love facts, information. That's your thing, because you have now the Daughter of Swords. So this is confidence. You may feel alienated, like people don't get you, like you're isolated. I'm hearing social isolation. You may feel that on a regular basis, but you won't for too soon, because you're supposed to guide. You're supposed to be a teacher 100%. You're supposed to be a teacher in whatever area you are. Doesn't matter if it's like IT technology, if it's something spiritual, it doesn't matter what you feel drawn to, but you're supposed to be a teacher in that, and you'll be inventing someone that hasn't been seen before, a system, a technology. You'll be creating something that's never been done before, and you may feel like that's not true, but maybe you will mix a couple of things that already exist, and you will create like a mind-blowing invention. This is crazy. You have a special connection to Nikola Tesla. He is kind of guiding you, connecting with you. Wow. But you guys, you need outlets, because you have so much mental activity and mental energy. It's like your head is pulsating, so you need an outlet. Definitely, you need an outlet. You need somewhere to write down the things that you get, the information that you get. You can remote view, is what I'm getting. That's a psychic ability that you have. But you are amazing, you guys. I can't believe we channeled such an amazing group. I am beyond mind blown. I can't. Wow. So you could have Gemini rising, Aquarius rising, definitely, or Sagittarius rising. These three are huge potential rising signs for you. Wow. Oh my god. Oh my god, you guys. I heard my soul felt lonely on the ships, so I came down. Wow. There will be, I don't care if you're female or male, but there is a feminine energy, because even if you're a female, you're predominantly masculine energy. You have them both inside, as I said, by gender, you know, that being is by gender, whatever, but because you have so much mental energy, how you manifest it on earth is someone who is masculine, mental, polarized. However, you have a strong feminine, very strong but gentle, crazy, I know. This person, she could be a Leo, Taurus, that's what I'm getting for now, but she could be or Cancer, these signs. She will turn your life upside down. It is crazy, but your soul craved connection. And I feel like you either have like a partner on the ships, you know, that you have this agreement that you are partners, so you know you're together, but it's not the type of relationship where we're committed to each other, point, period, blank, my soulmate, blah blah blah. You don't understand it this way. It's like you're partners, your energies vibe very well together, and you respect it. It's almost like you have so much respect for your ultimate origins of your soul, and it's like our energies vibe very well together. How can we say no to that. Like, it's impossible. So you consider yourselves twins in that sense. So you definitely have some sort of twin flame or crazy connection, and you both feel like star saints. You're both out of your beyond, you're like beyond this universe, okay? That's the way of understanding of human life. And sometimes it could be very confusing. It's like, oh my god, you're frustrated because your brain is too limiting. So you cannot access this absolutely mind-blowing understanding of life. So you still have humanness within you, but this person, this feminine energy, will come into your life. You're supposed, through the connection, to learn about emotions. I feel like I want to cry right now because you have a struggle with crying maybe. But okay, my camera cut off again, so let me finish what I channeled for you. So this strong feminine energy will come. She is probably a Taurus, Leo or Cancer. She will come, or he will come, but carrying feminine, gentle energy, because I think that this could be another being on that same ship that you consider partner. You know, I already explained that. And you wanted to, I heard, my soul felt lonely, so I came here to feel things. You really want this time to feel things, and it's with the projection of another being on the ship. So you won't create karmic bonds, you won't fall into a loop of karmic cycle and stuff like this, but it will feel like a twin flame. But you will think how the twin flame label or the starseed label is not enough. It's beyond that, and it really is. So you really, in this lifetime, you have a lot of circumstances that will push you into feeling. You have a hard time crying maybe, because I felt like I wanted to cry, but it was suppressed. So this being wanted to learn what it is like to have feelings. So it created this movie on Earth with this other character created by another being on the same ship, and you will come together, and it's gonna be a very beautiful connection. I don't think you want kids. I don't think that. But you will have a beautiful connection. I can't believe I got to access this type of information. This is beyond my wildest, like, things that I've channeled before. So I'm so grateful that you tuned in so I could tune in to you. Beyond grateful, you guys. So that's it. That's all I have for you. I hope you resonated. If you did not, that's okay, because it's a very crazy pile. Not everyone will resonate, or maybe you will take a small percentage of that. But let me tell you something. You're healing the collective. This is almost like separated. I feel like that's separated from all I was talking about previously. You're healing the connected, healing the collective, but nope. Okay, so spirit is like, that's it. No, stop. Okay, so that's it, you guys. Comment in the section below, because definitely I want to talk to you if you resonate with this. I want to know who is out there, who is like so crazy from another universe coming here on Earth. I really want to know you. Also, like the video to support me and my work. Another way to support me is to follow me on Instagram, where I provide with other information as well, pick a card readings, clairvoyant messages, all of that good stuff. And also my wish list with a couple of tarot decks is available. There's a link in my description box below. So if you're feeling generous, like you wanna if you wanna support me with bringing even more in-depth readings, like more beautiful imagery, because sometimes really a deck can start feeling like you don't vibe with it anymore, you need an upgrade, an update. So I would love that. And if you don't feel like that, if you don't feel like you want to, purchase me a deck and gift me one, you can totally donate if you're feeling generous. I have my PayPal linked. So these are all the infos I had to mention, and that's all. Again, amazing reading, you guys. I knew it's gonna be a crazy one, and it really was. I loved it. I'm grateful that you provided me with this information through me tuning into your soul, and I hope I will see you in another video, so stay tuned.